Welcome back to Multiplex, a movie melee. I am your host, Kaleb Boatman, and today we have a fun match for you. Round 2 of our little golden ticket tournament here. We've got Scott Harvey going up against Kaleb Koho. Two managers of their respective factions. Should be interesting. Bill, thoughts on the upcoming match?
Yeah, should be interesting. We've seen these guys verbally spar with each other on behalf of their teams during matches, so this should be a good time. Also, this match I just noticed brought to you by two white guys with beards and glasses wearing maroon, so this should be good.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Anyway, we'll start off with Koho. Koho, how are you feeling about this upcoming match? You won your last match against Scully. How are you looking to do in this one?
I feel like this is a match that we've circled for a while. Like, Scott and I have been close to playing a couple times, and now us actually playing each other is going to be kind of fun. I think Scott is a solid competitor. I'm not taking him any lightly. I do have an axe to grind that he took my award. I'm just saying. I was thanked a lot more by more of my players who won more awards. I'm just saying. Probably should have won that one. Anyway, I'm going to win this one today. That's my guarantee to you.
Fair enough. Well, thank you, Koho. Now we'll bring in Scott and Cody, who I'm sure has nothing to say about what you just said. Go ahead.
At the end of the day, that is my award, and Scott carried it on, so it's always stated in my faction. So that's kind of cool. Congrats, Scott. You're playing the potato sack, Kaleb Koho today. Listen, this man watches stuff on 2x speed and then criticizes people for their opinions on their movie taste. So he does not deserve to move on. You watch movies at normal speed, sometimes rate them incorrectly, but you at least watch them at the normal speed required. So you deserve to win tonight. Again, I think Koho's got what it takes to win this trivia match, but I think Scott has been waiting to go above 500 for a while. I think he continues it today, and I think he goes into that triple threat. Scott, how you feeling?
Maroon is a great Taylor Swift song, and thank you to our hosts for paying respect. Let's go.
Sorry, I immediately gag when I hear that name. I apologize.
I kind of enjoyed the song Anti-Hero.
She has one good song. One.
That's maybe
I'll reveal what it is later.
Anyway, we're going to get into round 1 before we get too off the rails already. Round 1's going to work like this. 8 different questions, 8 different categories. So you get all 8 right, you get a bonus question, 3 repeats, and a challenge allowed to throughout the entire match. Should you need them, remember to keep your hands on screen at all times. We get started with question 1 for round 1. Category directors. Who directed 2012? Bill, what were you doing in 2012?
Oh, let's see. I was in my 30s by that point, so adult shit probably. To be honest with you. Yeah.
5, 4.
Also, this movie sucks.
2, 1. Pens down. I was 12 at the time.
My God.
Scott.
The Master of Disaster, Roland Emmerich.
And Koho.
I want to point out, Kaleb Koho was not 12 years old when this movie came out. Roland Emmerich.
I said 12 in 2012.
Oh, I thought you... Okay. Never mind. That's fine.
And now we'll get to your next question. Category of mystery thriller.
All right. And your question is, what law enforcement agency does Clint Eastwood's character work for in The Line of Fire? Its Style is the only Taylor Swift song I like. That song bags.
That song is great. There are other good ones, but that song is great.
Just fuck so good.
5.
I could never hear it. That was fine.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Koho.
FBI.
And Scott.
Really good movie. More people should talk about. Secret Service.
Secret Service is correct. So we get into our third question category of sci-fi fantasy. Who is the first historical figure Bill and Ted encounter in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure? Have you ever had an excellent adventure?
I did once. I went out drinking one night, back when I used to drink with my friends on Friday night, and then somehow woke up Tuesday in Atlanta. I don't know how I did that.
1. Pens down. Let's go to Scott.
I know I've heard this question before. I'm not even sure if he's in the movie, but Einstein.
And Koho.
Socrates.
Both incorrect. Looking for Napoleon.
So getting to your next question, which comes in the category of classics. In Easy Rider, Wyatt and Billy are traveling from LA to what southern state? You look like a man who likes to ride a hog.
I would die. Simply and invariably.
It would
I
just
would
shake
die.
you all apart, right? Yeah. They're death machines. I don't recommend them.
Three.
No. So.
2, 1, pens down. Let's go to Scott
I have to pay respect. I said Tennessee.
and Koho.
I said Texas.
Both incorrect, looking for Louisiana.
Okay.
Next question, category animated. What 2006 film features a voice cast that includes Julia Roberts, Nicolas Cage, and Meryl Streep? If you had to fight all of these people, who would you
I would
most likely beat?
totally lose to Nicolas Cage. That man's unhinged. And I feel like Meryl Streep's probably got a good right hook.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
Okay, that is Koho's first repeat. Question again. What 2006 film features a voice cast that includes Julia Roberts, Nicolas Cage, and Meryl Streep in the category of animated?
I feel like Roberts would be the easy round.
You never know. There's something creepy behind that mouth.
I'm just saying, I don't buy her kicking someone's ass.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Scott
Hoodwinked?
and Koho.
I said Barnyard.
Both incorrect. Looking for the ant bully.
Oh,
You're
Damn it.
all actually fine for forgetting the amply anyway.
Yeah.
Your next question will come in the category of crime. John Cusack's character goes to his hometown for what type of event in Grosse Point Blank?
Why's the point blank got to be gross?
Because of the murder.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Good point.
Oh
Fine.
my God, I hate it here.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Scott
High school reunion.
and Koho.
high school reunion.
Both correct. As we get into your penultimate question in the category of recent releases, what comedian plays CIA agent Vivian Etten in The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent?
Speaking of Nicolas Cage. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted a little more crazy out of this film personally. So
I have still not seen it.
it's enjoy Pedro Pascal. That guy is like on fire. So
2, 1. Pens down. Probably shouldn't be naming people in the movie, Bill, but let's go to Scott
I said Kate McKinnon.
and Koho.
Kate McKinnon.
Both incorrect. Looking for Tiffany Haddish.
Ah,
all right. As we get into your last question, as there is no perfect rounds, which comes in the category of the 1970s. In Smokey and the Bandit is hired to transport what across state lines?
Have you ever I shouldn't say that because that could give away.
That was earlier. That was my crazy night out. I did
Yeah.
transported myself across state. It blacked out. I don't know how I did that. It was 3 whole days.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Scott
Said alcohol.
and Koho.
alcohol. I think it's moonshine. But alcohol.
Bill, I think we
I think
can
we could
accept that
accept
because
that.
you didn't say specific. So,
Yeah.
yeah, both correct. Looking for beer. The
That's
specific form, but
Yeah.
no. So 4-3. Scott's lead coming out of round 1. As we get into round 2, round 2 is going to work like this. Each competitor is going to get a chance to spin the wheel. If they like what they spin, they can keep it. If they don't, they can spin again, but then they are stuck with it. They're going to get 2 points. If they get it right, 1 point multiple choice. Or if they get it wrong, opponent gets a chance for the steal. So, going to bring in our lovely wheel. Categories on the wheel tonight are 21st Century Ted Elliott, Greta Gerwig, Western, Mystery Thriller, Oscars, Opponent's Choice, Coming to Touch Scene, Animated 1980s, and I don't think I said Spinner's Choice, but that one as well. So, Scott, you're in the lead. We'll bring in your manager. Would you like to spin first or defer?
Yeah, we'll defer.
Okay. Koho, this is your spin.
Cool.
And you'll land in the category of Oscars. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
I'll keep it.
Okay. So, Bill, would you like to give Koho his questions in the category of Oscars?
My personal favorite. Why not? Koho, if you're ready for your questions and Oscars.
Hit me.
All right. Who received Best Actor nominations for films released in 1989, 1993, and 2002?
Daniel Day-Lewis.
That is correct for 2 points. In the lead, your next question. Who won Best Director for films released in 1949 and 1950?
Joseph L. Mankiewicz.
That is correct for 2 more points. Your next question. How many Oscars did Annie Hall win?
Five, 4, 3, 2,
Multiple choice.
1.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, 3, B, 4, C, 5, D, 6.
Five,
4.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
4.
That is correct for 1 point.
Should've shot.
All right, your penultimate question. Sling Blade won what Oscar?
Best adapted screenplay.
Best adapted screenplay is correct for 2 points. And your final question. Who was the most recent person to win a second Best Original Song Oscar?
A second best original song. Okay.
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
All right, that is his second repeat. Who was the most recent person to win a second Best Original Song Oscar?
Elton John.
That is correct for 2 points and a clean sweep for the category.
That's correct. I want to make sure I didn't miss a point here, Bill. I have 10-4. Is that what you have?
I have 12.
12 to 4. Yeah.
Okay, I just missed 2 points there. Thank you. So 12-4, clean sweep of the category. As we get into Scott's spin, and we'll bring in Cody. And you land on spinner's choice.
You
I think it's finally time to hear these questions. Yeah.
Yeah, use some repeats or whatever. We need some points. So, yeah, I would
Yeah.
say go with that.
Greta. I'll go Greta Gerwig.
Okay. So, Scott, we will give you your question. I will give you your questions in the category of Greta Gerwig. Which of Atari's organs failed in Isle of Dogs?
Multiple.
Multiple choice options are A, kidney, B, liver, C, lung, D, heart.
Lung.
That is incorrect. Koho for the 1 point steal. Your options are A, kidney, B, liver, C, lung, D, heart.
Kidney.
That is correct for 1 point. And Scott, your next question in the category of Greta Gerwig. Emma and Adam first met at what kind of location in No Strings Attached?
A summer camp.
That is correct for 2 points. Next question. What is the name of the campus newspaper in Damsels in Distress?
I got to shoot for it. The
Five.
Daily Complainer.
That is correct for 2 points. In Arthur, His chauffeur dresses up as what fictional character at the beginning of the film?
Robin.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question in the category of Greta Gerwig, who composed the score for White Noise? Five.
Repeat the question.
All right, that is your first repeat, I believe.
It is.
Who composed the score for White Noise?
Dang it, I should know this. Multiple choice.
Multiple choice options are A. Randy Newman, B. James Murphy, C. Britta Phillips, D. Danny Elfman.
C.
That is incorrect, Koho, for the 1 point steal. Your options are A. Randy Newman, B. James Murphy, C. Britta Phillips, D. Danny Elfman.
Danny Elfman.
That is correct for 1 point.
Didn't it?
So it is 14-10 as we get into round number 3, Koho's lead. Round 3 is going to work like this. Each competitor is going to get to pick what they want for their 1, their 2, their 3, and their 4-point question. The categories they will be able to pick from tonight are directors, recent releases, Kate Blanchett, 1980s, 1990s, romantic comedies, sci-fi fantasy, and scores and soundtracks. We will be right back. Okay, we are back. We're going to get started. Since Scott is down by 4, we will start with him for his 1-pointer in Blanchett, since I gave Scott his questions in round number 2. Bill, will you please kick us off whenever you are ready?
Absolutely, Scott. And if you're ready for your 1-point question in the category of Kate Blanchett. Kate Blanchett won her only lead actress Oscar for what film?
Blue Jasmine.
That is correct for 1 point. Now we'll get over to your 2-point question, the category of the 1990s. And it is, who plays Larry's lawyer, Alan Isaacman, in The People versus Larry Flint?
Five, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
All right, that is Scott's second repeat. And it is, who plays Larry's lawyer, Alan Isaacman, in The People versus Larry Flint?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Gary Oldman.
That is unfortunately incorrect for Edward Norton. All right, as we get into your 3-pointer.
And this will tie it up if Scott is able to hit.
Yep, and it will send it back over to Koho. So your 3-point question in recent releases. In Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, Count Volpe has a pet named Spazzatura, which is what kind of animal?
Dog.
It's unfortunately incorrect for a monkey.
So we are in a situation where if Scott hits his 4-pointer in directors, then we send it back over to Koho, force him to answer some questions. If not, Koho does win the match by way of technical knockout.
Scott, if you're ready for your 4-pointer in directors. Who directed Velvet Goldmine?
Todd Haynes.
That is correct for 4 points.
Okay, so now we send it over to Koho for his 1-pointer in sci-fi fantasy to tie it up. Who directed The Princess Bride?
Rob Reiner.
Correct for 1 point. We are now in a situation where if Koho hits any of his following questions for 2 points. Or if he hits any of his following questions, he does win the match. So your 2-pointer in directors. Who directed In the Heat of the Night?
Norman Jewison.
And your winner, Kaleb the King Koho, moving on to the #1 contenders triple threat match in the Golden Ticket Tournament. So we will go to post-match interviews, starting with our unfortunate second place finisher tonight, Scott. Scott, you weren't able to quite pull out the victory tonight. How are you feeling?
Obviously not good. It came down to strengths. I think he did his a little better than mine. I think maybe the fact that Gerwig was in there for so long, maybe I got complacent with it or something. Also, didn't even think about white noise. I've seen the movie twice now, so I thought that I would, could get any question about that. But the tricky data question tripped me up there. And then I don't even remember what the other one was that I missed, but obviously should have studied it more. He did well in his strength. And then Pinocchio, I had no chance on that. No regrets there. It is what it is. I think it could have won on a different day, but congrats to Koho.
Yeah, even that question was full of, it's Pinocchio. I've seen it. I couldn't tell you what it was, but overall, I think this just shows the Warzone, the Melee new style of like Oscars was not. I don't think it was his strength chosen.
It was not his strength. That was his general.
It was not a strength, so it's general, so it's not as hard or not as level, so he's able to run it. So, and that just played dividends for him today. And I think he's great when he doesn't have to watch a full movie and you just read things off Wikipedia because he got 2 directors, Oscars, and he scored 3 points in round 1. So the potato sack thing is still true. I hold everything true to that. But again, he's in the triple threat. I think his strengths will match up against players, and I think Scott will be ready for when it's tournament time. So overall, good luck to Koho in the next round, and we'll be in the tournament.
All right. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Cody. Koho, you pulled off the victory tonight. How are you feeling?
I feel good. This was the only person in the tournament that I was really, really, really worried about playing. And that's because I think Scott and I match up in a way where we overlap, and then we're also so very different that it could either go lockstep or it can just be a blowout. And I was really, really worried that he was just going to come in here and just destroy me. And I took it seriously. I watched all the Gerwigs, and I feel good. I would have done really well in Gerwig, so that makes me feel good about like putting in the work again. I feel like it's starting to pay off. I'm starting to get back into the swing of Melee. And I think that showed today. I'm not proud of that round 1. I definitely got to trust my gut. There's a couple there where I almost went in that direction and talked myself out of it. I think just getting back in the habit of trusting myself, I'll start scoring a couple more points than I could have today. But Scott gave me a good fight. I'm really glad to be in the next round. And I'm one step closer to the goal I set for myself this season. So that's an exciting place to be.
Speaking of that next round, we don't know exactly who's going to come down the pipeline yet, but of the people who are in that round, in the round 2 that have potential to be in there, who you're like, it'd be fun to face them?
I think it would be fun to play any of them, really. I think Payne and Potters are both guys. I've obviously played Ryan. Rematching him, he's no slouch. That'd be a lot of fun to go again. I think it'd be fun to play Jeremy. Jack, obviously, that's fun for the 2 of us. And if it's John's a terrifying person. I don't want to play John. That's the only person I don't want to play. I don't want to watch your 70s horror anthologies, John. I don't want to do it. So for the love of God, Jack Pinchuk, do me a favor and be in that match. I'd rather watch Bergman. I'll see. I'll play any of them. I'll do my best.
I think I can speak for everyone here except for probably Bill Carriola. No one wants John to have to watch John's strength. No one except for Bill Carriola.
I did it for funsies. It's just me.
Yeah, exactly, because you're a psychopath. Thank you, Koho. A resident psychopath, Bill Carriola.
Yeah, it's fine.
How did you feel about this match?
Pretty good. Who's Greta Gerwig?
I believe she was a member of Parliament in the.
Probably sounds about right. But other than that,
I think this was an interesting match. We had, both competitors. While it technically wasn't a strength, it was Koho's selected category for round 2, and Scott got his strength, and that's kind of where the match went. It's just that Scott had been using Greta Gerwig a lot, and just hadn't had a time to revamp the thing. So
And a tough luck round 3. We've all been there.
yeah, absolutely. So we're gonna get out of here. Thank you to Scott. Thank you to Koho. Thank you to Bill. And we will get out of here. Thank you to everyone at home for watching. See you later.
Goodbye. Later.
After you, Junior.
You'll always have Paris.
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think it'll work?
You've been taken very
Bye.